the City Pigeons' first ever Birds post-game show. Hello. We're loving it. Solid.
Yeah.
That was a successful one right there.
As you can see from the shots that are coming from the Goodhart bar,
they are victory shots.
The Eagles have won the game.
We do have a victory, and right off the bat, I think everybody was very excited about today. Let me just say, first of all, we're coming at you from the Coop again, but today was a special day because we had a bunch of friends in here. Thank you all you guys that came. Hey, big applause to you guys who watch football all day, watch ourselves, the Birds, get a victory. And while we're going to do some victory shots, I'm not sure. I'm excited that we won the first game. And honestly, the first game of the football season, you kind of just want to get through it and get the W and get out of there.
Feel good about it.
Not a lot of style points, but I think there's definitely some things that went on in that game that we're going to have to talk about. I'm sure people are going to be talking about. But for now, let's go ahead and celebrate
Let's go.
For those that want to partake,
cheers.
That the Birds got the victory.
Hold on, we got to do this.
Here we go.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Hey.
Salute.
Oh boy. And
like most post-game shows, we start off with a shot.
Yeah, isn't that what they do? Is that what they do on NBC Sports Philly? Does Barcan slam one? I don't know.
I think they do that on the national network.
I miss the national network. See, the beautiful thing about City Pigeons, we can do whatever the hell we want to do.
Exactly.
Because nobody's regulating us. And if you're joining us, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll get some people in the chat. We'll talk to you guys about what you thought about the game and your input on the Birds and the season, all the good things that are happening. I want to point out right at the start as well, if we can cut over to our buddies over here at the Goodhart Bar, Mark Goodhart, Tom Henneman. Real quick, I just want to say we got the City Pigeons shirts here in the backdrop. Very important to point out, citypigeonspod.com, you can get not only these fine City Pigeons shirts, but a restock of what, Meech?
The Schwarby shirt.
The Schwarby shirt.
My lady was asking about one.
Hold up, can I just say one thing on the Schwarby shirt? I have it confirmed that Kyle Schwarber has visually seen the Schwarby shirt and that he likes it.
Yes.
Meech, is this true?
Yeah, I mean, that's
what I heard.
Yo, are they coming in men's sizes?
It's a rumor that we got texted.
I want to see them.
They do come in men's sizes.
They come in men's
We got a
sizes?
source who saw this. Here's the Schwarby shirt. Let's cut over the Schwarby shirt. A restock as Schwarber continues to hit bombs.
Yeah, he hit another one today, by the way.
Hit another one today. They lost
the game.
Smacked it.
But whatever.
All right, so here's the deal. We're getting these Schwarby shirts kicked back up. Hit citypigeonspod.com. And by the way, we're going to get a box of the Phillies.
It'll be the coolest shirt for anyone to wear during the playoffs into the stadium. I mean, because, when Halloween comes back around, the Barbie phenomenon is going to kick back up.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Well,
yeah, if you guys are listening, you're not watching.
I think ahead.
The Schwarby shirt is a shirt that has like a Barbie logo, but it says Schwarby in honor of Kyle Schwarber and his number. It's pink. It's a hot item. Someone said online it's the most complimented shirt they've ever worn.
Yep.
Beautiful.
2 people did.
2 people said that. 2 whole people said that.
Is that Jimmy G?
Okay. So we need you guys to go and buy these Schwarby shirts so that we can finance the operations of City Pigeons. Can you agree to that? All you fine people. Good Christmas gift. It's not too early.
Yeah.
I'm stealing one, I'm telling you.
We also have a special guest with us, Tom. Could you help us? Can you help us meet our special guest? Can you pull that mic up a little bit? Oh, you guys are sharing it.
We're
Maybe
sharing.
you just introduce yourself, Betty.
This is Philadelphia's most mediocre, a wonderful comedian. Betty Smithsonian is gracing us. Not only that, but she is an avid Birds fan.
Yeah,
for real.
She was. I don't know if you watched her page.
Yeah, I saw her cheering during the game. She's a for real fan.
No, I got so angry I punched someone's son right in the face.
Nice.
No,
that was my kid.
Yo, dude, he deserved it. He wasn't paying attention. And
I punched him too.
Right over here, domestic violence.
So wait, Betty, you're a stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
Where can we see you? Because I love stand-up comedy.
Say, I can't see you through the light. I can see you.
Where can we see you? I love
where to see
stand-up
me?
comedy. Yeah, we want to see you.
Yeah. You could catch me at Punchline. I'll be at Punchline Philadelphia. My next show there will be September 23rd, Saturday night, late night.
That sounds like a good City Pigeons outing.
Yeah, we should go, man.
I think it's a group outing.
Right.
I had tickets to a comedy show at Punchline tonight. I was going to see James and Austin.
You seem really excited.
Sounds like you're.
Betty, I got a question.
I bought the tickets without remembering that we had a podcast.
That is very interesting, but I have a quick question. Did the Eagles play today? Did the Eagles play
Yeah,
today?
thank you,
I think
Jesse.
they
Wait,
did.
I have a more interesting question. So, like, you go to parties and stuff, and you say, "I'm a comedian," and people are like, "Yo, tell me a joke. Tell us a joke."
Yeah. First of all, thank you for thinking I go to parties. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
Well, you came here today. So.
I did. I came here today. The thing, tell me a joke. What do you do for a living besides this podcast? What do you do?
Depends on the day.
No, today, what do you do, you little such and such? What do you do?
I'm an attorney and I'm an NFL agent.
You're an attorney? You're an attorney? Tell me a tort. Give me a tort. Give me a tort law. Come on. Hit me with the tort.
A tort is like when you run someone over with your car.
Name your favorite Supreme Court justice from Pennsylvania.
Meech
How about
Rendell.
that
Meech
fourth down
Rendell.
stop to end the game for the Eagles?
Politicians and
Anyway,
Rendell.
where are we?
So look,
I got a joke.
All right, what's the joke?
do you?
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you had a question. My bad.
Oh yeah, you got a question, Jesse?
No,
I
go.
get
You want the
point.
joke.
Jeez.
I got a joke. I got a twin. I'm a gay. I'm a gay, as you can see. You guys
All
can
right.
see.
Is that what? Is that okay? Yeah. Is it the side pocket thing? Okay.
I'm a gay, and I
got you.
have a twin. I have a twin sister. She's straight.
Oh, that must be complicated.
Yes. This is good, Tom. You'll like this joke. The thing that's great. This is one of the first jokes I wrote. My wife won't let me tell it anymore, but I'd like to tell it here and just let it go. Okay? So we'll tell it here. So I'm gay. My twin sister is straight. And we look a lot alike, though. We do. They do. We have a lot of similar, like, mannerisms and the shape of our face, but you can really tell us apart when we stand side by side. You can really see the difference because she's the one with the dick in her mouth, and you can see that right from the top.
Wow.
And then you get very clear in pictures.
Did the kids leave?
I don't think so.
Yo, Ben wanted to stay, and she punched him. Little did he know.
To be fair, the one kid that's still left here is playing Mortal Kombat 2, so
Oh, yeah.
she's cool with the
Oh,
joke.
I couldn't tell the
And
kid.
her father is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, we have a Mortal
that was
Kombat
the joke.
game here that young lady is playing. So, Betty, okay,
Yeah. Jesse, that's the joke that I'm not allowed to tell anymore. I wanted to tell you.
It's a
You can't get
PG
canceled on our show.
PG-13
Okay,
show.
look, let me reset this. We're going to do the Eagles post game. That's the idea here, guys, okay? So let's get into that.
Birds. We're
bad.
birds focused here.
So, I don't know, like, I want the feeling that's in your gut, because the feeling that's in my gut is I'm not overly excited, I'm not overly upset. I honestly expected a sloppy game, right? When you have a preseason where the coach doesn't play the players at all, you're going to get a first game where they're not clicking. That's just going to happen. You got to go on the road. You got to play Bill Belichick. It's Tom Brady night.
In the rain.
So you got to give them credit. They go in there. They took the punches. But there, like I said, there were some things in there that were really alarming to me. And right off the bat, the biggest thing that jumps out to me is the designed runs. There was a play. It was very early in the game. It was 3rd and 11, and they did a designed quarterback draw. Now, if you call a quarterback draw on 3rd and 11, what are you thinking? You're thinking maybe the defense is going to drop back and play the receivers. But either way, he's not just going to waltz.
Are you
for
talking
a
about the
first
one
down.
he got the big first down on?
Yes, he got the big first down.
That was a great play call.
Okay, just hear me out, bud. Jalen Hurts has shown a propensity. You saw it in the Super Bowl. You saw it all year last year. You saw it a couple times today. When he's in a situation where he has to get a first down or he has to make a play, he will absolutely lean in and take on 2 or 3 defenders.
Okay.
And the idea that you're going to call a play where you're in 3rd and long, and he's going to need to do that in the first quarter of the first game, to me, that said a lot in terms of the way they intend to use design runs throughout the whole season.
Yeah, but what happened on that play? That caught you completely off guard, right?
I mean, to some extent, yeah.
Yeah, it caught the defense off guard. It caught me off guard. It caught the fucking announcers off guard. It caught everybody off guard. It was designed to catch people off guard, and it worked. They got a first down in a big situation there, and it worked.
By the way, not to interrupt anything, but we've been like 10 minutes maybe into this podcast, and we haven't even referenced the incredible artist behind us who's drawing a mural as we do our podcast. We just act like he's not even there. But he's been here all day long.
Shout him out.
I got to give a shout out. It's Ben. Toxic Draws It. So if you can go to @ToxicDrawsIt, he's the guy who's doing this live mural.
We'll send the link out later on the City Pigeons Twitter account, but this guy's incredible, man. He's like a monster.
Yeah.
When he's
been
done here, he's
attacking
coming to
this
my
wall
house
all day long. And
For real, he's doing my kid's bedroom when he's done here.
So there it is.
Tonight.
Ben
He's
does custom
always
work
there.
as well. Ben does custom work on bedrooms.
Ben has worked a lot of hours today
backyards,
doing this, and we give him credit. We
Podcast studio
appreciate what he's done.
spaces. Thank you, Ben.
Okay,
He's got his noise cancellation headphones in,
Yeah,
so
he's
he
not
can't even
listening.
hear any of this. But
That's smart.
shout out Ben.
lock it in. Rumor has it he might be a Patriots fan.
Whoa.
Actually, that's what I heard. And
So,
it's kind of a
back to
problem.
the-
Honestly though, what's amazing is we've been here for a long time today at this point, like 9-10 hours, and watched a lot of football. And my man has been painting the entire time without losing focus. He stopped for like 10 minutes and ate a homemade tuna sandwich on the stage.
Right.
And other than that, like he had 2 gallons of water, 64 ounces of Diet Pepsi, and my man is just getting after
Yeah,
it.
man
like,
works.
Unbelievable.
Yo, the idea that you have tracked him that intensely today is insane. You've counted the amount of, that's a lot.
Well, it was just me and him here for like 3 hours this morning, so like, just saying.
He's like, well, the one thing I got to do is either
Yeah.
paint or
Now
talk to
listen,
Mark. I'm going to paint.
Who we haven't gone to yet today is the man, the Fink tank. Eric Fink. I've done so bad in my bets today. I think I put in like 7 bets this weekend, and I didn't hit one of them until Fink told me to bet Jalen Carter to record a sack. He was plus 380. Didn't happen until late in that fourth quarter.
That is a great
that a
bet.
last minute?
It brought my entire move.
That's a great
back.
bet. Fink, I didn't hear that. Did you send that to
He,
the text thread?
announced it to the entire
Thanks
room.
for sharing.
But the only one
I yelled
who
it
took-
out. I yelled it out loud.
Okay,
I put it
hold on.
built
Yeah, when we
multiple
talk about
chats.
bets later.
Wait,
in
hold
the
on. How
show.
much did you
about-
put on it?
I put 50 to win 240.
Ah, boom.
Wow.
Beautiful, man.
I did.
We love it.
I did 40 to win 192.
We love it.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
maybe we can swing back later in
Winners,
the
Fink.
show and talk
That's
about
because
people's
of you, my
bets
man.
and what they got going on
I
right now.
appreciate
Jess,
that
what do you
kind of
think?
stuff. It was such a bad gambling weekend for me.
You did
particularly.
badly.
You sound sick, Meech.
It's not over yet.
I mean, if you really
it's pretty
appreciate
much
it, you can
over.
send me
I'm-
some money.
You got the, you got the COVID, bro?
That won me all my money back. It was the perfect
It was a great end to the day.
comeback for the day.
Okay, so Rocky said, just to bring it back to the analysis, we'll do just a little bit of analysis. Rocky said, if you call a play, it's basically he said if you call a play and it works, it's a good play call, and that's fine. But what happened at the end of the game that basically almost lost the Eagles the damn game?
Well, that was
Jalen
a
Hurts fumble.
stupid
The
fucking
Jalen
penalty. That was
Hurts
a
fumble.
stupid play call. No, this is the difference between calling a QB draw and calling, I'm going to go for it
I
on
don't even
fourth
know.
down.
Like, honestly, I don't
No,
even argue with
these
you.
are designed runs. They're not QB draw. Like
That's my point.
these are.
It's a design play as a QB draw, and it
Okay,
catches
so can we
defense
stop
off
for a
guard.
second? Because I just want to tear down the way that you're thinking.
Okay,
the
tear it
fact that
down.
he would call a design run on a 3rd and 11 in the
Yep.
first quarter told me that design runs were going to be a big part of how he approached the season in general. And lo and behold, he pulls out a design run at the end of the game. The quarterback gets blown up, and we almost lose the freaking game. So how do you not understand what I'm saying?
So wait, are you talking about the play that he called on 4th and
Do you want me to explain
whatever
this?
it was?
Can you?
Yeah, I'm
Here's my explanation. This game, I was scared of this game, to be honest with you.
I was a
'Cause
little
it's some
too.
Tom Brady Illuminati voodoo shit, man.
Speaking of Illuminati.
you cannot Tom Brady's
he
got
broke up with the witch wife, the one who's the witch.
And like, just you follow Tom Brady's career between the tuck rule, the comeback against the Falcons with the Julian Edelman catch that was literally an impossible. I mean, just you follow every facet of his career. It's Illuminati shit, man.
Yeah.
He is in tuned with some weird voodoo shit that no one can comprehend, and we overcame that today. The Philadelphia Eagles.
I agree.
Came out to the 16-0 lead. They gave it right back, and you just knew. You seen Tom Brady kissing Robert Kraft on his
on the
head.
forehead. That was
Like,
the
it's
weirdest
so
shit, man.
weird, man. Like, he's just a
Tom Brady looks
strange.
more and more like a plastic
He's
man
a strange
every time
guy.
you see him.
He's
looks like-
he's lost people their entire life savings through his scam crypto shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a horrible person.
I
Betty,
just,
do you have
as
a
the
Tom Brady
token,
tweet?
Wow.
yeah, as the token gay in the corner for the show, I just want to say, for the least
Could we not
gay
get canceled
people,
tonight?
Kraft and Brady, they
Right.
are the gayest dudes you've
wow,
ever
wow,
seen.
wow, wow,
They
wow.
are kissing, they are touching, they are sharing about intimacy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are absolutely on
They love each
Grindr
other.
during most of the game.
They've
They
made a
are
lot of money
swiping.
together.
grabbed me, he was like,
they
"Come
made
here,
a
Mom."
lot of money together.
I think does it? Yeah.
It's a exactly what happened.
Oh, you know, Rock
Yo,
is
weird as shit.
If you're listening, Rock just attempted to demonstrate the Tom Brady forehead kiss on my bald forehead.
I didn't
folks.
kiss him, no. I didn't kiss him.
Yeah,
You
you
should
should've.
attempt. He got it done. Let's go.
Hey, next time you should do it. Do it for the show.
Say, listen,
All right,
at the end
over
of
to
the
Mark.
day,
But to overcome that shit is a big deal.
True.
Go
Over to
overcome
Mark
what?
in the good
gay
hard part.
voodoo of
Yeah.
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
At the end of the day, we beat the Patriots on Tom Brady Day.
And we beat him.
Bill
Hell yeah.
Belichick. And as much as I hate to say it, a famous man named Andy Reid used to say, any win
Enjoy
on
the
the
win.
road in the National Football League is a win. So,
Cool.
like, it's
yeah,
a win.
but here's the thing. We have to
How
talk
funny
about it.
How funny was wet
talk about it.
Belichick at the beginning of the game? He was all wet.
He was so
This sounds like the classic
He
radio
was
call.
so wet. They're all wet.
I'll predict that someone will call into any of the radio stations tomorrow, you know, at like 8 o'clock and be like, I don't understand why you guys are so upset, man. We won the game. Just enjoy the win. And then like, okay, yeah, but you're not going to think about anything that happened in that game in terms of what it means for the season moving forward. Let me ask you a question.
No, we play in like 2 days.
Okay, what was the
Literally.
only thing
We
that
play
happened?
Thursday.
What was the only thing
That's
that
4
happened
days,
last year in the season that jeopardized the possibility of the
Tuesday
Eagles
already.
being any good? You're not even listening. You're not listening.
Jalen Hurts getting
Correct.
I'm listening, I'm listening.
Correct. So if you actually
don't put him
watch
in
me
that
let someone
situation.
in while this is happening right now. Look, if you actually paid attention to what happened last year, you would be going to the season with your number one concern that Jalen Hurts is going to run too much and get hurt.
Right.
And I'm just telling you, you can see that already. Go ahead, Betty.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen.
no, I want to say the reason you have Jalen Hurts is because he can run. And your coach for a gazillion years is an aggressive coach. He is performing exactly the way you want him to. You want him to run. You want him to go for it on 4th and 2.
But
That's-
as he
you want him to be a
as he
giant
matures as a
pussy.
quarterback, you want him to run less and less because he knows you can trust him knowing what to
He's
do.
less of a threat. You guys, he gets to the big
Okay.
game.
Look, I'll say two things real quick. I'll say
Tom Brady
two
is
things about
definitely
this
less of a
game.
threat
This
now that he's
game
retired.
in general.
I agree.
This game specifically, you're talking about a bad play call when Jalen got the first down. They eventually scored a touchdown off the QB draw. And then you're talking about
when that happened, Jesse came to me and said something, and I had already but he didn't even know. I was already saying stop fucking running with Jalen Hurts.
But then you're talking about
experts were saying
But
those
then you're talking
things.
about when they went for a bad 4th and 2 at the end of the game. That was a bad call to go for it
Okay.
in general.
Okay. Now.
The QB draw was a good play call.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that's a good play call.
Let's just stop for a second here, okay? Because I want to say this. Yes, Jalen Hurts' ability to run, his athleticism, is incredibly important to what the Eagles do. But there's a big difference between RPO and a just flat-out design
Wait, what's
quarterback run.
RPO?
No.
I'm just a
Run
lady. I'm
pass
just a
option.
lady.
No,
Run
you see,
pass
you're clearly
option.
lost on the sauce because
I'm not lost
you
on
don't
the sauce.
understand how a football play
lost on
works,
the sauce.
right? So if you're going to do a straight-up QB draw, that means that you have people accounted for on the running backs, right? So you got the defensive players coming and attacking the running backs, but nobody's attacking the quarterback, and then they boom. Ooh,
Wait, Jesse.
7-7.
Yes.
Real question.
Nobody's accounted for the quarterback.
I
The
got you.
quarterback goes and gets the first down.
Good
It's a
Heart's like
play
our
call.
water boy. He's coming
Yeah.
shoving
I
that
don't
fucking
know.
Gatorade bottle.
Bottom line, I think you're wrong in saying that Hurts ran too much. Hurts ran the perfect amount this game, I believe. I don't think he ran too much.
The perfect amount is not running at all.
No, what do you mean? That's the whole the offense is
Wait,
set up
wait,
behind
wait.
him running the ball.
When he got blown up there and fumbled the ball, were you thinking to yourself, he's running the
That's
perfect
a great
amount?
play, yeah.
I did,
What are
yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, he got hit. It's raining. It's
Like, I
wet.
literally don't understand what you're saying.
It's raining. It's wet. He got hit. Yeah, he coughed the ball. Whatever.
It's
But
football.
Wait, whatever.
You're going
Hurts,
to get hit.
yeah, you're gonna get hit. Hurts runs the ball the
Hold on,
perfect
stop
amount.
for a second.
Can I interrupt you for
Wait,
a
shh,
second?
everyone be quiet, damn it. Did you have something to say about this?
It's
Go ahead,
football.
Fink.
You're going to get hit.
Exactly.
It was you have.
So then what's the difference what play you
what-
call?
So you can't just. The reason Jalen Hurts and this offense works so well is because
There's
you
a threat
never
of a
know what
run.
he's going to do.
There's a threat of
he's
a run.
threat to do everything.
Okay. And
So
do
you got to
understand?
have play calls like
Do you
that.
understand? If the idea is, well, the reason this offense works so well is because Jalen Hurts can run the ball, and you factor that in and you do that. There's 17 weeks in the freaking football
He'll be
season.
fine. He squats 600,
That was
bro.
an angry,
He'll be fine.
He's 17.
He'll be fine.
Stop.
He
will
could
be
get,
fine.
he could get hurt just sitting in the
Fink.
pocket and getting sacked.
He got hit so hard
Here's the
today.
thing, yeah.
Hold on. He
If-
got hit as hard as he got
if
hit in
Jalen
Chicago
Hurts-
week 1.
If
Come on.
Jalen Hurts gets injured, our season's over, dude. Like, it's over, man.
Yeah, but that can be
Marcus Mariota.
that same thing
hell?
can be.
Don't put yourself in that position.
That same thing can be
Is-
said for every other team in the league.
I'm with Jesse.
Why
here.
the hell do we have A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert,
Didn't use-
DeAndre Swift,
All right, so look,
Didn't
Kenny
use
Gainwell, the
DeAndre
best
Swift at
offensive
all,
line in
man.
football.
Yeah, what you're saying is very, very
Dallas
true. And then,
Goedert
look,
didn't
when
win.
you
Wait, what did you say?
wait,
What did you say?
when you
I
line,
think you slipped something in there.
Very
You said-
true.
what I was saying was what?
very true.
Okay.
So, but when you line all those guys out, spread out, right? All those guys are on the field, and then I have an empty backfield. I'm the quarterback, and then I'm going to take the snap, and then everybody's covering everybody on the outsides. Boom, right up the middle. Nobody's
Hey,
covering.
and by
Yo,
the way,
does this argument end in
that's
makeup
called a
sex? Because that would be
draw.
hilarious.
It's called a QB draw. QB draw.
Hey, Betty, he already tried to kiss my head, so, you know.
You
never
don't understand
know
the
where we're
QB
headed.
draw. And that play design was perfect. It worked. They scored a touchdown on that drive. Move on. What else? What are we talking about? What else are we
Tell
talking
him,
about?
Rob.
Let's be
Tell him.
honest.
What else are we talking about?
Okay, here's what else we're going to talk about, because you referenced this, Betty, actually. You talked about, Jalen running, having an aggressive coach, okay? And Nick has always followed kind of in the footsteps. I actually feel like he almost had to after Doug Peterson, right?
Yeah.
Because Doug Peterson started the whole, I'm going for it on
Right.
fourth down. So he couldn't come in and be like conventional, like, I'm just going to punt it away. He kind of had to do that. And he's a young guy. He's got some flair. So he's like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go. He's an offensive guy. And I think this is important. You look at the coaches across NFL, almost always they're offensive or defensive, right? You agree with what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll, right? Defensive coach. What's another good example? I don't really know. But you're either offensive or you're defensive.
Dan Campbell, defensive
Right. Everybody
coach.
knows Nick is an offensive coach. He used to play receiver. He was an offensive coach. He doesn't even really touch the defense. Now, you get in a situation at the end of the game where you got that short 4th and 2, I think it was. You can punt the ball away and basically say to them, go the length of the field. I got a badass defense. But that thought doesn't even cross his mind because he's an offensive, aggressive coach. And if you had a defensive coach there, he doesn't even think for a second.
Punt
He's like,
the ball.
punt that crap
Yeah.
away, dude.
I feel
Come
like
get
the
it.
NFL in general has moved more towards the let's get aggressive and let's
It's
go
about
for it on
percentages.
fourth
It's
down.
every
Yeah.
sport.
Yo,
is
Jesse,
about
can I ask you a question
percentages.
real quick?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, like, we're 1-0, right?
Oh my God, is this the, like, I should be happy thing?
Nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that. Stop over here.
I just want to
Enjoy the win.
Instead of looking back at the game, I just want to know, what are you most hyped for on Thursday? Let's go. We got a game in 3 days.
Let's go.
Well, Mark, to be honest with you, as you can tell, I'm not done digesting this completely. However,
Yo, Jesse.
and I will, as you would know, counselor, reserve my right
God.
to revisit what happened in that game. But I will digress because what Mark is referring to is
Your contempt.
the 2023 iteration of the Birds of a Feather tailgate series. Everybody, come on.
Hey-o.
Let's go. Okay. Whoa, don't break it. I got that in Wildwood for $195. Okay, be careful. It's a true story. Okay, now, here's the deal.
Yeah, dude. Wildwood's got some
We
good
have to
memories.
explain.
Is Bill sturdy?
Listen, we got to explain what we're talking about. Thursday, M-Lot, Eagles game, pre-game tailgate, Birds of a Feather. Now, we've got our usual suspects. And by the way, let me say, shout out to Kenwood. Okay, you see Kenwood is here. They're always here.
Shout out,
They
Kenny.
stay involved. They answer the call no matter what. Rumor is they're going to put a kegerator into the coop, so you're going to want to be here. It's apparently always going to be beer available if that's what you're into. For me, it's just kind of
Yeah,
okay.
if anybody
But
knows how
thank
to
you,
set
Kenwood.
the coop up with like a geo tag, anybody know how to do that?
Oh, to create a location.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah,
if
we
anybody
gotta
knows how to
work
do that,
out.
can
We gotta
somebody
work
do
out.
that for us, please?
Okay.
Thank
Mom?
Look,
Yeah, the
Kenwood,
coop.
shout out.
Thank you, Kenwood.
Kenwood will be there, and I heard they're going to bring their bar. They have this really cool, you guys remember the bar they have?
Yes.
With the freaking tap. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Kenwood's there, okay? And we're going to have Finks. I mean, look, Fink.
Hell yeah.
Fink put together a hell of a spread for the show today. It was incredible. 200 wings, honey hot barbecue, hot mild 50 each.
All that.
All the fucking hoagies, man. Fink, you hooked us up
Fink,
today,
can you
man.
talk to us about
I love you guys.
the Cubano? Is that a new thing? Because I'm just getting wind of
No,
that.
that's not new.
That's a staple.
Yeah.
I don't know if
yeah.
we. I mean, that was fantastic.
We had someone who worked in the Center City location when we had one. And
Oh, okay. Do you think you should do a Fink's location out of the coop?
let's-
Hell yeah.
I
Hoagies
want
out
to
of the
know
bag?
about the Finks. Like, I know football season just started. I know Finks is now open on Sundays.
Check out the Fink
We are
hoodie.
now doing catering. What's Fink's going? What's going on at Fink's?
That's a good point, Rock.
Yeah,
what can we get from Fink's for our Sunday football parties?
Sunday football is now Fink's.
What do you got?
It used to never be, right? You weren't open on Sundays. Now you are. What?
Do you want to sell?
Do you not hear me, man?
Hoagies on Sundays.
I hope your dad's not watching.
Dad's not watching.
Is Patty watching?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't want you guys to be talking about
here's the thing.
I have to work on
Yeah,
Sundays.
he's got to work, so the more business we drum up for him, the harder he's got to work.
Like, I'll hook you guys up
But
with
Fink,
this,
do
and
you
we'll do
know
that.
that usually the way that works, the more you work, the more like money you make as a result of the work. So if you have to work a lot,
more you
the
can
business is
invest
doing
in
well.
the
You don't know my boss.
All right, let me bring it back. We will have Fink's Hoagies at the tailgate. Fink will be like, I'm almost there, as he trudges through M-Lot with like 200 hoagies. He's the man. We love you. But this year, we got a new addition. We're very excited about this. Thanks to Tom. Tom hooked it up and talked to his good friends over at Two Robbers.
These burgers look
Hard
so
seltzer. Now,
goddamn
here's the
good,
thing.
man.
Smash burgers, they're
Dude,
amazing.
Listen, I didn't know this because I knew that Two Robbers did hard seltzers, but it was like a total like, what? They do smash burgers, and I don't know what exactly is a smash burger. Betty, I'm going to go to you on this.
Yeah.
Do you know if is a smash burger like an
Smash
accepted
burgers-
general? It's like you smash it.
Thank you for the question.
Is it very literal?
Jesse, right? It's Jesse.
I'm Jesse. Yes.
Thank you for the question. The way a smash burger works is, especially here in Philadelphia, you get the meat, you smash it together, and then you go to the top of City Hall, and you actually take the burger while you're drinking, because you have to get a certain level of smash to do it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and so you're smashed, and then you smash the burger, you scream asshole.
Okay.
You set a Dallas Cowboys jersey on fire.
I think Betty's lying
and that's
about
how it's
this.
made.
I think Betty's
They
completely
do
lying.
that for each one?
Yes, for the
That's
fire
authentic.
front. It's a Tony
I don't know how
Romo
they're gonna
jersey.
make these in the parking
they
lot,
set it on
Betty.
fire, and then they grill the burger
They just
on
jump
that.
off the top of the RV
right.
or whatever we got
Everyone.
out
And here
there.
I thought they were just compressing it in some way.
No, well,
But look,
you would think that because you're just a lawyer, right?
I'm just a basic bitch, man. I don't have to tell you. Okay, here's the deal. If you've seen the pictures, though, we posted a picture of like a double burger. It looks amazing.
It looks incredible.
And I have gotten.
Fink, bring that up.
I have an agreement. Yeah, Fink, if you can get it.
Got it.
I have an agreement. Fink said that he would eat a burger as quickly as possible, and I said we would time you. And what I think we'll do is we'll choose one person in the audience at the tailgate to challenge Fink. And if they beat Fink in eating the burger more quickly,
They can punch him in the face.
we will come up with a great. Maybe look at a Schwarby shirt or something
Or a
cool
City
like that.
Pigeons tie-dye.
Burger champ, burger
Boom.
champ.
And the contest
Jesse, can I
is
interject for 1 second?
It's on sleep. They went to sleep mode.
Jesse, while we're paying the bills,
Yeah, let's pay him.
while we are talking about Thursday, I just want to bring you
Let's do it.
the JBMP.
Fink?
JBMP Real Estate
Fink?
is the sponsor of the Think Tank. They are also
Yo, I need to know the listing of the week.
I don't know what's going on.
I might want to
Hold on.
move.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, JBMP.
JBMP Real Estate is
Watch
your
the movie,
premier place to go, basically. It's a place to go to rent and buy and sell real estate, whether it be commercial or residential in
fuck are we
Philadelphia.
watching here?
And the JBMP Birds of a Feather Tailgate Weather Forecast is brought to you by JBMP. It's going to be 75 and sunny on Thursday, so come out, folks. There's going to be a wind between 5 and 9 miles per hour, the gust of 20. And I just want to commend and bring it back to today's game, Jake Elliott. Come on, man. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Player of the
MVP
game. Player of the game. Yo.
Kicking those field goals in the wind and the rain in New England. Let's go. Jake Elliott.
Yo.
Jake Elliott is brought to you by the JBMP Birds of a
I don't
Feather.
think Jake Elliott is brought to you by the JPMP group, but before we started the podcast tonight, right? I want to know who everybody's player of the
Before we
game
start
was.
the podcast,
I think he
we're
meant, like, before
we're
we
like
did
30
start
minutes
it.
in.
Whatever. I want to know who everybody's player of the game was, and mine was clearly Jake Elliott.
I just told you
Mine
my
was,
player
mine
of the
was
game
Jalen
It's
Carter
the
just because he won me
JBMP player of the game, Jake
$240.
Elliott.
He had 32, 56, 48, and 51 yard field goals, bro. That's in the range.
It's crazy.
That dude is the best kicker in the league. If I'm going to say something, he's the best kicker in the league.
I did have in my notes Jake Elliott props because, I mean, the dude already played a huge part in our entire history as Eagles fans by making the kicks he made in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And now he's come back
He hit
and
the-
like
what was
hit
that?
the 61-yarder.
61-yarder
But
against
now, like years later, he's still here
Dude, he's
making those
so
kicks.
good, man.
He's the man. And by the way, just go ask a fan of a team who does not have a good kicker how important a kicker is, and they will tell you. So I think Jake Elliott will go down. Now, David Akers, with what the
David
bid he
Akers
did
is an
in
OG.
Dallas with the draft pick, he's a legend for that.
But that was after.
Who was your player of the game? It had to be Jake Elliott, right?
JBMP.
I would say Jake Elliott is as good a candidate as anybody. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the player of the game for me is going to be A.J. Brown, just because, we couldn't get anything going offensively, but like every time we needed something, the guy's always open. He's always reliable. He always catches the ball.
He is
whether it's
always
thrown
open,
anywhere.
bro.
He's just like honestly one of the best receivers in football. Everybody knows that at this point, but he was awesome, and we couldn't get anything
Smitty was
going.
good too, though.
Smitty was solid.
Smitty had some I remember he had a big third down catch. He obviously had the first touchdown, right?
Yep.
Smitty is like Meech said before the season started, like a couple weeks ago. He's going to be covered by the second cornerback. He's going to have 1 million touchdowns, and I can just see that happening.
Oh,
Smitty
he got one
like
today.
he got one today. He's going to be that guy.
Can't we just run
Do
like
we all get to choose a player of the game, or is just you and then you go back and you choose a
I mean,
third
you know,
player?
who's your
truth
player of
is,
the game, Betty?
We haven't figured that out yet.
Okay,
so
I was
you
just
are
checking
free.
on the format.
You go ahead.
I was checking on the
No.
format. Dude at the end with the hat backwards didn't get a chance to choose the player of the game.
That's
I want to
me.
make sure.
Yeah.
I want to make sure all the white men are incled. Rock, you as well.
That's
Everyone else
Meech. That's
included.
Meech. Down to down.
You say
He
right
started
men or
it.
white men?
I said,
Wait, hold on. We're not
everyone
going to
gets
get
to
into
choose
all
the
that.
player of the game, right?
All right, yeah.
I guess so. But my player of the
It's like,
game
which
would be
game?
Jalen Carter, just because he recorded
That's a
the
good call.
sack and hit my one prop bet that I hit this entire weekend.
Yeah.
So my player of the game for selfish money reasons is Jalen Carter. Thank you, Jalen. That late sack on Mac Jones won me $240, and you're a great guy.
Hey,
Nice.
there it is.
Okay, I see this strange situation occurring in the Good Art Bar. There's 3 people in there,
There's a
including
child
a
in there.
youngster.
There's a couple kids.
I don't
like,
know
what's
is going on
here.
Mark, tell us what you're doing.
So we've got our good friends.
The microphone is very far from your
Frankie and
face.
Mike Rubinson
Mike.
here from Los Angeles, California.
Mark, I love you, but you have to be actually near to the
I
microphone.
apologize. I've learned
There
this
you go.
before. We have our good friends Frankie and Michael Rubinson here from Los Angeles, California. They are born and raised in Philadelphia, and they'd like to give their player of the game. Let's
Why'd they
go.
leave? No, go ahead.
I just got to say, Kenny G.
Kenny
Yeah.
G.
And
He
sweet music.
Did I take yours?
No, I'm just
good,
agreeing with you.
Good. I just feel like he started the game. He represented a Philadelphia Eagles team 2023 that doesn't even represent what we represent. I mean, it was
Shout
like,
out Kenny.
I mean, but
Kenwood,
maybe it
Kenny
does.
Gainwell.
Yo,
And that
Kenny
was
G
the
started
good-
the game. Like he
started the game,
he got
he
it going.
finished the game.
Okay.
He made it
So,
happen.
yeah.
we
Listen.
began with Kenny G. We ended with Kenny G.
Good take.
And
Good take.
He kept it alive.
Obviously, even though you've gone to LA and completely sold out, you still have good takes. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's nice there.
Go.
It is nice.
He's
It's
now a
nice.
Rams fan.
I had to, by the way, I was in LA.
Go Rams.
I was in the LA area.
Whoa.
A couple weeks ago, I was in California. I had to explain to my children that they refer to their highways as right? The 5. Like over here, if you were like,
405.
Uber, get me
Take
on
the
the
10 to the
76, they'd be like, we're going to
105, go to the
slap you across
airport,
the face. What the hell are you
LAX,
talking about? A lot of
And that
cultural
is the
differences.
only annoying thing about people in
The
LA.
only thing, right?
That's it.
It's
Nothing
not
else
that they're-
annoying about those
Literally
guys.
not.
It's nice, guys.
They're not
Come-
all trying
come
to get a
visit
job
us.
on.
Betty.
I haven't been in
Betty,
the
who you got?
Uber. I
By the
haven't.
way, and this take is brought to you by fans of Philly that will take you out to LA for the Eagles game. Your trip can be covered by a sweet package with fans of Philly. They will take you to Los Angeles to see the Eagles beat the Rams in the most hyped new stadium in the NFL. And it's brought to you by the
SoFi.
Rubinson family and fans of Philly.
Shout out fans
Wow.
of Philly.
That's a great read.
Betty.
All right, Betty, who's your player of the game?
I mean, to be honest, I didn't realize Fink you brought the wings.
Yes.
Is it Fink?
Dude, I had like 69 wings. I swear to God, man. I think maybe the wings.
69.
Hell yeah, I had 69 wings.
Were they
I had to
good?
keep justifying it, and I did one of those dirtbag things where I kept getting a fresh plate, so people thought it was just my first time. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just
Solid.
getting there's wings here? That's crazy. I didn't even see that.
Oh my God, there's different flavors.
Who knew? I know, who knew?
So
no,
Fink's the player of the game for you, Betty?
I think player of the game for me is -- 1 Fink, and then dude, I gotta go. Honestly, no number one player of the game, I think it is Kenny Gainwell. I think that was my guy. He was like solid. He was the main solid guy.
Okay, I have a wing discussion that I want to get into, but let me put that on hold.
No, I want the wings.
I'm going to get there, but the mention of Kenny Gainwell brought up today. There was a lot going on with the running backs, right? You see, Rashad Penny is a healthy scratch, and you knew they had like too many running backs. And it was interesting to me. I had like everybody else, a couple fantasy drafts, and you're watching. And you know how like ESPN, they rank the players, right? Yeah. And you're seeing that. And sometimes you can like fall in love with that and just be like, whatever. In every draft I was in, Rashad Penny was like a round ahead of Kenny Gainwell. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, if you know anything about the Eagles, you know they like Kenny Gainwell. Right. Like, Kenny Gainwell's not going to be the guy who's inactive. So I actually drafted him in a league. He was on my bench. I don't know how many points he actually put up today.
I drafted
You drafted
really?
Penny
over
Great
Gainwell.
story.
You
Great story,
drafted
Jesse.
Penny, and
Whatever.
you don't actually,
Who gives a shit?
you don't
Get
know
that
ball,
sleep
but it's
back
fine.
up on the TV.
No, but what, guys, here's what I'm getting to. Not only was Rashad Penny inactive, DeAndre Swift touched the ball once, and it was on a pass that he dropped. Like, that's a huge storyline here.
Yeah.
Kenny Gainwell was basically, in the NFL today, you don't even
RB
have
number one.
Yeah, you don't have featured backs.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have been surprised at all if it was, half Gainwell, half Swift, and first, second, third down. But it was all Gainwell. That's a huge storyline coming out of this game.
So I feel like the thing you said, just to reiterate, the thing you said about like, oh, you have an offensive coach that does these things, you have a defensive coach that does these things. But I sort of think like he was playing the way you would play with the team that you have. That felt like what they were doing. Like when they went for it on 4th and 2, I was like, I don't think he actually trusts this defense right now based on what you've seen in the whole game. He'd rather go for it on 4th and 2 than have to put it on his defensive
that's absolutely
shoulders.
what.
Right? I don't think it's like
know
one
what- you know what's
kind of
funny,
coach.
though?
I think it's the quality of the team.
Going back to my earlier point about the aggressive coach, that is interesting. I wonder what's going through his mind, because I was thinking, he's like, this is my MO, right?
Yeah.
I go here.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't even thinking about whether, because I don't think he would ever want it to be a thing that he could think his defense couldn't hold anybody.
He thinks he can gain 2 yards at any
That's my
point in
point.
time.
Like, I think he was just like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
I'm going, we'll get it.
Which is
But
cool.
Up
It's a
until that
great
point in the
mindset.
game,
Well,
up
it's
until
cool,
that
like,
point, up
to-
until the first quarter, after the first quarter, were they able to hold? Was their defense able to stop
You're right.
the Patriots
You're
very
right.
much?
You're right.
No.
You're absolutely right. But,
on the game.
But what? Devil's advocate here.
Where? Where is he?
Oh,
Oh,
is he
it's
here?
you.
He's
It's
in the
you.
back
Oh my
room now.
The devil's advocate. Is it Mark Goodhart? Damn it. Mark, are you? Okay. No. And wow, that's 2 members of the show that are going to the bathroom during the show, Betty.
Yeah, dude. At the same time,
That's what
I'm
we're dealing
talking
with.
about.
Guys, just do liquid swords next time. It'll be much more efficient. Okay.
Shut
Bring
up,
back
Jizzle.
Flomax fucking sponsorship, man.
You're trying to get a Flomax sponsorship.
Yes.
Betty?
Are you want to get a Flomax sponsorship? I'll
Yes,
do the I'll
we
do
have
the ad
some
for
40
Flomax
plus
right
people
now.
here with
I'll do the
enlarged
ad.
prostates.
Are you a man that has no problem talking about your colon and your prostate? Come on down to Coop, where
Betty, I got an even better one. Are you a man that's on a podcast and can't make it through a 45-minute show without going to the bathroom while the fucking podcast is recording? Flomax might just be for you. I mean, that's it.
Rock, he's
you need to
talking
get
about
a
you.
bucket.
I
He's
don't,
talking about you, Rob.
care, man. I've been hydrating all day.
You guys should think about doing this podcast at a swim up bar, and then you
That's
can
a good
just
idea.
Speaking
piss
of,
right in the
listen,
pool.
did anybody see the coctagon?
No, wait.
Yeah, I was talking about having a trough underneath the.
Wait, Betty, this has been an ongoing issue, and I said I was going to get paintball guns, and if anyone leaves to go to the bathroom during the podcast, I would shoot them.
Yeah.
That's fair, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it possible that you're making them so nervous
It is
that they have to
possible.
run to the bathroom?
may
Jesse's
be.
asking us
I don't
questions
think
about
so
the
at
game.
all. I sometimes got to pee. You know what I mean? I have an enlarged prostate.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Rock, what are you even saying? An enlarged prostate?
I don't
Where
think I have
in your
enlarged
body
prostate.
do you think the prostate
Listen,
is,
you're
Rock?
fucking up the money. You're fucking up the money. We're trying to get that fucking sponsorship.
Oh shit, that's right.
You're fucking
Don't
up the
mess with
money.
our,
Flomax.
hey, Betty, don't mess with our money. You know what I mean? Don't mess with it. All right.
Flomax.
Anyway,
Okay.
what else?
When you
Play of the
can.
game.
Rock, you can't just go to all of the shit you've seen other people do one by one.
All right,
Player
what-
of the game.
what we doing
Player of
next?
the
What we
game.
doing next?
Who
What we
is the
doing next?
MVP? I mean, damn it, man. People are tuning in to City Pigeons for
Can
a
I-
different take.
Yeah, this
Can
is
I
great.
switch away from the Eagles for 1 second?
Yes, you can do whatever you want.
I have something I have to talk about.
Oh, what is this?
I don't like
let's get
college
real.
football. Like
Me either.
I went to Drexel University, who
Yo,
doesn't
shout
have a
out
college
Drexel.
team. So I don't give a shit about. I don't have a team.
I feel like it's about
root
Deion.
for. It's absolutely about Deion.
I'm with you.
Yesterday, I watched the first regular season, especially in like week 1 or 2, college football game, and I actually had like rooted interest in it. And I was
Colorado,
watching
Nebraska.
Colorado beat Nebraska. Like, I love Shedeur Sanders. I love Deion Sanders. I love Travis Hunter. I love Xavier. I love every player on that team.
Dude, we were talking.
It's like it's almost like they're
No, what you really
the
love
mini
is that-
Eagles for me. I love the fucking team.
You know what? That is
What
the
you really
best.
love is that someone can disrupt the NCAA.
That's exactly right.
and
Exactly.
disrupt college football.
And you know what's so
because
cool?
like no one has disrupted that forever, and it's ruled with an iron
the-
fist, and it's boring.
The gambling world. If you would have bet Colorado's win total for this year, they were over under 3 wins.
No
They
way.
have 2 wins after 2 weeks. Like Deion Sanders is some next level. He's so awesome, man.
We were
Like,
talking about that yesterday. On,
And the
like,
coolest part about it is all this shit about Deion is recirculating his highlights when he was a player, because he was incredible, man. Like everything he did.
I had to
in
explain to my
baseball
kids.
and
Somehow Deion came up, and I was like, dude, this guy, Deion played for the
He did
Braves?
everything.
I was like, he played for the Braves.
for the
He played for the
Braves,
Braves,
like
the
high
Yankees, the
step.
Reds.
Like this guy's the sickest guy ever. Then he went to broadcasting, had a great career, and then just
Hold on.
decided he was going to coach.
He didn't just play for the Braves. He took a helicopter from the
Same
Falcons
day.
game onto the field
dope.
at Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, and then played for the Braves
No,
in the
he
same
he
day.
actually
Which is
didn't
a little
play.
excessive. He could've
That's
just
like
played at the park.
a misnomer. He didn't play in that game when he took the helicopter.
Wasn't
He sat
Didn't
out
Bo
that
Jackson
game.
do something
but it was
similar?
still
Fine,
a
he
cool
played the
ass.
next
yeah,
day.
it was a cool
Like-
ass thing. Do you guys remember he had a Pepsi commercial with Wile E. Coyote? He was the Road Runner. Do you remember that shit? If you don't, Google Deion Sanders Road Runner. He played.
pull that up.
He did the beep beep. Like he was the fucking Road Runner
Yo.
in a Deion Sanders. It was the coolest shit.
Mike, we've been doing this podcast for 17 minutes. That's the 5th commercial you've referenced. What is going on at
I
home?
like commercials, baby.
You're
I don't know.
not. You're not. You're
Yo,
just.
I-
You're
very
registering.
nostalgic.
It's. I love it.
Or
'cause
maybe
He still has rabbit ears.
Wait, Rock wants to
Are you
film a
not
commercial.
watching streaming?
And
maybe these are secret
Flomax.
promotions. Like,
Dude, I love
we're
it.
getting paid by these
But
companies.
no, I agree with Meech. The hiring of Deion Sanders to the University of Colorado football team is the biggest hiring or biggest thing that happened in college football.
Did you
probably
see,
like the past
did you
like
see
20 years.
Cameron and Shannon Sharp
Yeah,
on
dude,
the
hold on,
sidelines yesterday?
Yeah,
Like, it was
they had
so
the Will out
fun.
there.
I sent
Rock,
this
it's the
link.
biggest hiring in sports. Like no one's like, yo, Jonathan Gannon is a bigger hire
True,
than Deion
yeah.
Sanders.
You might be- yeah,
Like,
you're right.
Let's be honest,
Like,
like it's unbelievable.
the way
And
college
his-
football
and his
works.
son did the freaking Deion shuffle in the end zone,
As he
and,
should.
And Deion's
Which
like,
is
yo, I
amazing.
went to
Play
try and
my
yell at
theme
him, and he's like,
music.
yo, this game's personal.
Yeah, the way college football works,
It's amazing.
Tell us.
you
how
have
does it work?
you have like you have a
Kirkstreet?
personality, or you have somebody that like brings in a lot of like attention and revenue to the school. In the University of Colorado, who's the best person? Like Rashawn Salam,
Eric the enemy?
who like the last person to come out of the
Sleeping
University of
with-
Colorado,
sleeping with the enemy?
Cordell Stewart, Rashawn Salam. They haven't been shit since like the 90s, right? They're like, you know
Yeah,
what?
good
We're
for
gonna,
them for paying him.
They won 1 game last
yeah,
year.
they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring in this guy who is.
No, he brought it.
He
He got his luggage and he brought
he's a
his
straight
Louis.
personality. We're gonna bring him in and see what happens. We don't even have the money to pay this guy. We're gonna hire him for $30 million. We don't have the money, but we're gonna figure it out. And I'm sure they have paid for that tenfold already.
Yep.
And like,
Absolutely. Colorado Buffalo's
like,
gear has to be something.
just like,
but
like
look, we
Meech
saw
said,
one
like,
thing.
hold on, like Meech said, he don't give a shit about college football. I don't give a shit about college football. And you know what I was doing yesterday? I was doing the same thing that fucking Meech was. I was watching Colorado play
And I was
Nebraska,
rooting
and I was like,
my
let's
ass
go.
off
Fucking,
for them.
and that
Yeah.
kid, his kid is nasty. He's
Unreal.
like, yeah.
How about that 2-point conversion where they didn't
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
did,
give him
yeah.
the 2?
Yeah.
But he hit it and he avoided like 6 defenders. He like sidestepped the
Yeah,
side.
dude,
He
he
was
was nasty.
unreal.
And that
man.
just brings like, whatever. They now have the name and likeness shit. College football is all about who you have on your team and bringing money in. And these kids need to get paid more money. They got the name and likeness. They need fucking straight up contracts.
I got a question for the trough over there. I got a question. Would you rather have on the podcast Eagles
That's
head
all
coach?
of us collectively.
Yeah, that's all three of you guys holding in your piss right now.
No,
I'm holding it.
I already peed.
Jesse's good. Jesse's good.
Yeah,
He's
fine.
sweating it out.
He's pees over here. You can't
Wait.
see. He's peeing
Rob's
right
good.
now.
I saw him over there. I like where this question's going, though.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could have, you had to choose one of these
Okay.
two guys to come on your podcast and sit here at City Pigeons and watch you guys go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. Would it be our coach, Eagles coach, or Dion?
Dion. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Dion.
Why?
He's a
He's
legend.
so
On
entertaining.
City Pigeons,
Yeah.
that's the guy you would have over. How about over?
I think we can get both.
How about hold on? How about over? What about Jalen Hurts?
Dion.
How about
Jalen.
Wait. What's
Come on,
who's
Jalen.
the Eagle?
He doesn't say anything.
He'd be more
I'm saying,
entertaining.
You know what? We're
who's the
old.
Eagle?
We're old. We grew up in the Dion era. We
but
know what's
your
going on. Dion is a
podcast
fucking
isn't called
entertainer.
I love Dion. I'm super gay for Dion. Your podcast is called City Pigeons.
We're thinking of changing it to I'm super gay for Dion.
What else is going on today? What else is going on? What else do we have?
I want to know
We're
about
seriously
which,
considering the name
Eagle,
change.
Which Eagle, living or dead, would you rather would you choose over Dion? That's the question. Who's the biggest?
Here's the
There's a
thing. It's not my
a
love
good
for
question.
an Eagle versus Dion. It's Dion is so entertaining.
I'm talking about being on this podcast.
So,
So-
you'd
so
rather
I'd
have
rather
Deion
an
Sanders,
entertaining
You'd
guy-
rather have Deion Sanders than any Eagle ever.
What about
is what
Terrell?
you're saying?
What about T.O.?
No.
What about T.O.?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what she's
That's
asking
the
you.
question, Troll.
That's the question, dumbass.
Who would you have over Dion?
Whoa!
Yo,
Hey,
don't talk.
Randy.
Hey.
Randy, I want you to
I
know.
wasn't talking to Rock. He understood.
Shut down the good heart cam. Shut it down. Okay, listen. I will say this. When it comes to the Eagles, if I go back and think of my favorite Eagles, it's like B-Doc. That wouldn't be great. Donovan, he's kind of, we've heard him talk a million times. T.O. would be fun, but he's annoying too. The point is, Dion has this just crazy life experience.
Annoying.
And let me end the Dion conversation with this. I saw that at least, and I don't know how many people are even in Wu-Tang anymore, but there were 7 or 8 members of Wu-Tang on the field at Colorado before the game, like, Dion, Wu-Tang, we here, man. And I'm like, damn, dude, that is the coolest shit. Like, you got
It's like the
Wu-Tang.
youth back in the
And then he had Michael Irvin in a Colorado, and he's a Miami Hurricane. This dude don't
Through and
wear
through.
Colorado shit
Right.
just for
I
anything.
think the point of my question really was the level of energy you get from just a very entertaining
Right.
football person versus
Right.
any other Eagle,
Right.
I think is interesting.
Right.
I've never,
So here's the question,
I've
would
never
you rather
cared
have
about
Dion
a
or
college
AI?
football team for any player, let alone the goddamn coach. And the coach of a team is pulling me. Like I watched their entire game yesterday, not because like someone told me to. It was just because I'm so intrigued by
Mike is gay
their
for
coach.
Dion,
It's
absolutely.
fucking weird.
You're gay for Dion. Can we call your wife right now and tell her?
Hashtag gay for Dion. Mark, what is up?
So we've established that Deion Sanders would be a better guest than any Eagle in the history. Would
Maybe.
you rather have Deion or AI?
Yo. That's a good
Give me
question.
AI. I'm thinking
I mean,
AI.
that's not a fucking question.
AI
I'd
is
rather
the
have
only
AI.
person
I'd rather
that
have
can-
AI than anyone.
bang with
I'd
it.
rather have AI than Abraham Lincoln.
Okay. But
You
let
need
me
both. That's
What
that's
about
why
this,
I
though?
went there.
Which one of those guys, though, is going to come in and be reliably, like if you give me AI and he's going to talk about anything and be like present, yes. But we've all seen AI show up to stuff and be not interested at all.
I almost appreciated the Brian Nadav story about AI more than if
He'd love
AI
it if the
would.
kids
He
were
wouldn't
here.
have told us that story.
No.
You know what I mean?
Definitely
Brian
not.
told us the story.
And Dion, if you got him in here, he would probably talk about everything because Dion is Dion. You know what I mean?
Well, Dion, when he was the Jackson State coach, remember he was going on all the Barstool podcasts and shit, and he was getting.
That's right. That's right.
You know, he was getting the Gilly the Kid and Wallow.
Yeah.
Which means now that he's coaching a big time school, he'll come on City Pigeons.
No,
right.
it kind of means like none of the big like they didn't want to even touch him. They didn't believe his vision and
They didn't believe in the man.
Yeah.
Except Barstool, which is
All right, so
which is
I got
crazy.
Yeah.
I got a question that I want to ask you guys, but I want to pause for a minute just because earlier we were talking
Pause.
about Earlier we were talking about the merch, and I didn't give a shout out to the wonderful A-Best Swag, who is
I think we did give.
No, I don't think we did.
No, you definitely did not.
The Schwarby shirt, the City Pigeon shirts,
So hold on,
all,
let's start again.
all from
I want to give a
A-Best Swag.
shout out to the wonderful A-Best Swag, who is
A-Best
the
Swag.
fine manufacturer and distributor of the City Pigeons and Schwarby shirts, citypigeonspod.com. I was just with Alex Epstein the other night at the Kelsey documentary.
I seen it on Instagram.
Premiere. Alex is the man. If you need anything printed, shirts, obviously, but if it's like, water bottles or I don't know, pillows, you can get anything to this guy. He'll print
Resume. You need your resume printed.
He'll do it for you. Coasters. Hit up A-Best Swag. Those guys are the best. We appreciate their support. They do all of the Underdog apparel that it's Jason Kelsey's wonderful brand that funds a lot of great work in the city. So we thank them for their support. Okay, I got a question for you guys. I've been thinking about this week. Eagles are 1-0, thankfully. It was dicey. I was gonna say, when Hurts got smashed and coughed off
Wait,
that
did
football,
you ever have a doubt?
Everybody
Did you
was
ever have a
like,
doubt?
at that moment, everyone was like, "Oh shit!" Like
You had a doubt?
You
I had a
didn't
doubt.
up until then.
When
but
did
then
you-
you're like,
when did your doubt set in?
Jalen fumbled, I go, this is some Tom Brady weird shit. Like,
he
we're
was on the
losing this
voodoo.
game.
He's like
I
the
didn't really
voodoo's
have
working.
any
Yeah, I
doubt
thought it was
until like
voodoo
that
stuff.
fucking weird ass 4th and 2. Why would he go?
That,
That was the dumbest fucking play.
That was
I
stupid.
didn't have any doubt though, other
Anyway,
than that game.
1-0. We
1-0.
love that. Phillies, and what's the latest in the standings there? Who can give me the latest in the standings? There's the Phillies and the number one,
They're in,
the
third
number
place.
one wild card.
They're in third
Cowboys
place.
and the Giants are tonight.
Yeah,
so
we're
you all
watching
know
that right
about
here.
that.
Meech, you got that on the TV right here. in the wonderful Coop.
Commanders won.
Okay, but the
they
Phillies.
played the
How many
shit-ass
games are the
Cardinals.
Phillies up on the Cubs? Can somebody get me that
Two,
information?
3 maybe, 2.5 today.
Rock just throwing out.
No, not.
Rock
It's
throwing out
either
random.
2.5 or 2.
Okay.
What did the Cubs do today?
So here's the thing.
2.5 going into today.
Listen,
I'm pretty
last
sure.
year-
we lost.
Is that Fink?
No, sorry.
Were you saying something?
And now I'll never talk again.
Were you saying something? Can you
Give-
think?
give
Can
him
you
the
give me
stats,
the
bro.
standings?
Come on, man.
2 games. Okay, 2 games up. And actually, I was having this conversation, little aside, the other day. I'm at my dad's house. We have these lunches. Okay, these are some fantastic lunches. Guess who's over for lunch?
Ray Diddy.
Barcan.
Barcan and
I
Ray Diddy.
win.
Okay, so
Gang, gang.
and shout out to Michael Barcan, Ray Diddy. You guys are the best. Every
2
month
up on
they
the
come
Cubs.
see my dad, and I know there's going to be a fantastic lunch, so I just sneak right in there. I'm texting Barcan, like, guess who's coming to lunch, baby? So it's great. It's fantastic. We sit there, we talk about football. And the other day, we were having this same conversation about, what's going on with the Phillies and the Eagles. And, I was thinking about last year. Guys, we were doing the podcast, and we had Ray Diddy and Barcan on during all the great things we have with the Eagles. But the Phillies run, caught us up. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
It was just out of control. And we're poised for kind of a similar thing, right? And so, best case scenario, my dad, and this is, I forgot, sometimes you forget what you're thinking and then you just keep going, but here I remembered it. My dad said, hey, they really got to get this top wild card, because if you get the top wild card, they have the 3 games at
3
home.
games here.
And I was like,
Yeah,
that's a
huge.
good point. I wasn't thinking about that, because remember last year, they went to St. Louis, and I was like, honestly, man, I got to win.
And what about, it was the 9th inning.
And it
when
was
they
some
went,
ill
They went
comeback.
against their closer,
Mark
who
and I had
haven't
Jello
blown
shots
a lead
that were
like
purchased
that.
at Chubby's, which we think
Totally.
turned the tide in that
Wait,
game.
you
100%. In fact,
Jello-
you want to go to Chubby's to purchase cheesesteaks, but the
Get the
Jello
Jello
shot
shots.
package is
Wait, they
real.
got the Jello shots at Chubby's?
Oh, yeah, they
And I would say the Jello shots turned it around, and
They come in
But
a-
just to say one thing, Jesse was like, "Yo, we're doing the live post game show," and I was like, "Oh my God, we're doing Eagles post game live. Your dad's gonna be with us." And then he's like, "No, he's not." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yo, Jesse, it's Jesse, right?
Jimmy. It's Jimmy.
Can I ask you a question? Who's your dad? Is your dad someone who's good at baseball or something?
No.
He knows a lot about football. That's why I was like, "Yo, he could tell us what's up. It'd be great."
He's a legendary Democrat. You don't know
baseball.
this?
Wait, I don't know anything, man. I'm just. I'm
Where
like,
you from?
What kind of
Betty,
lesbian
where you
am
from?
I?
Disown you.
I'll say this much.
Okay.
I'm the kind of lesbian that I crochet.
Oh, yeah.
I love
I need a
growing
sweter,
things
actually.
in my garden, and
Well,
I love
my dad's not like a Bernie
pickling.
Sanders type Democrat, but Tom,
love
you didn't
pickling
coach her up
things,
at all.
Betty, you from
You know
there?
what his dad is?
Would you know the Gov?
Did you ever hear of John Street? That's his dad.
Yeah,
Let's go.
dude. What commercial is that from?
Let's go.
He's actually
What
my
commercial?
dad.
No, Betty, what about the Gov? Do you know
Literally,
the Gov?
the moment of the game right now is him saying that fucking John Street line. That was perfect.
There you go.
No, who's
You
your
don't know
dad?
the Gov?
Josh Shapiro?
The moment
Close,
of the game
close,
is
close,
Dak
close.
Prescott.
I really don't know.
Related story. I'm online. You guys know how this whole like Sixers stadium
Oh, shit.
thing
No way.
is like a big deal?
I had no idea.
No, hold on. Hear me out.
It's a bad idea, you mean?
Hold on. Guys.
Shit.
So this Sixers stadium thing, it's very controversial, right? So this Sixers stadium thing is very controversial.
Right.
David Edelman is online talking about, he's like, thanks so much to the Gov for, like, and Shapiro had said something. And
Wait, he's in our chat room right now doing that?
No.
Oh,
Just
my bad.
listen.
Because he told me that social media was the key to the stadium, and I was like, wow, this is never getting done. Go ahead.
So I commented on David Edelman's post, who was talking about the Shapiro, and I was like, there's only one Gov, bro. Like, you cannot give Shapiro the Gov, dude. I'm sorry. And no disrespect, Shapiro isn't great.
No,
guy.
He's a number two.
it's
The
true.
You
stadium's
haven't
never
been
getting
there
done.
long enough to be the Gov. You can't.
Betty, you still
unseat the
still
Gov.
confused?
Come on.
I'm not confused now. It sounds like you're saying your dad is Mayor Kenny. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Okay, but anyway, my dad said they got to get the top wildcard seed, and I was like, damn, I didn't realize it. And the Cubs are coming up, right? So anyway, look, the Phillies are doing. They're going to be in the playoffs. We know that. It's just a question of where. Eagles, it looks like, are going to be good. And here's the question I have, and I want to get everybody's answer, and I want you to give me your answer and then a quick reason for it. Okay, and that's all. And here's the question. Here's the
Hold on,
question.
Jesse.
No. Here's the question.
I know you get interrupted, but this is important before you ask the question.
Yeah, you had to interrupt him, man. You could see how.
I know, but it sort of appeases me.
I want to hear it.
Sorry, go ahead with your dumb.
You can't do that now.
Mark, you go.
Now you got to go, Mark.
Before we move on, I just had this thought. Do you think
Did you just have a thought?
Yeah.
Is that how this works?
Mark, go.
Go ahead.
Mark, go.
Do you think they'd have us over to all have lunch and
No.
Who?
No.
This sounds like an amazing lunch. We could have a podcast. We could have lunch.
No.
We
It
could
would-
chill.
no.
It'd be fun.
Right.
That's.
Ben's had enough.
That's all
You know how
the
many
table.
people are? Man. You know how many people are on this podcast now?
What if I bring my funny friends?
Okay. So
He's completely ignoring me.
I just totally lost my train of thought. Okay. Here's a damn question I want to ask
Thanks,
you guys.
Mark.
Hit us, Jesse. It's
All right,
Jesse, right?
Here we go. Last year, the Phillies make the World Series. The Eagles make the Super Bowl. Both lose. Here is your question. You have to choose right now which team will win the championship. Only one can win. You
Easy.
have to choose.
Easy.
Hold on. I
Which
didn't, hold on.
one you want or which one will?
Easy.
Which one you want.
Start with
Which
Meech.
one
You
you
can only
want.
choose one.
Start with
You
Meech.
can only choose one, and why. Meech seems very ready to answer this question. Meech, go.
Eagles. No doubt about it. I feel so bad for Jalen Hurts for losing that game. He played his ass off. It was that stupid fumble. Like, I replay that game. Like, I wouldn't actually watch the game again, but I replay it in my head so many times, and it fucking bothers me.
I'm shocked. I just wouldn't have
Are
thought
you
you would
talking
have said
about
that.
is the question who did you want to win those games or
How
do you
does
want
he
to
not
win
know the
the
question?
championship?
No, it's
Is this guy?
It's not that complicated.
Can we
Jesse,
get
you're
a-
next.
Can we get a fucking concussion
just go to
test on
Circle?
Rock?
Jesse,
What
you
is
don't need
happening?
CTA. I got
Just picking the
CTA.
Eagles. I'm like,
Is
I
it
got
that hard to
CJ.
go in
Yeah,
a circle? Jesse, you're next. It's
Holy
not that hard,
shit.
Rock.
God damn
Holy
it, guys.
shit. Okay.
Unreal.
Do you understand the tough part is you have to choose one and the other one won't win?
I understand, but is it who did you want to win? Like if you could have gone back
Sorry,
in
Jesse.
the
I'm
history.
sorry,
You can choose the Flyers if you
Sorry,
want.
dude.
But
Or who do you want to win going forward? All right, I got it. Let's
This
go.
year.
All right.
The Philadelphia
Okay.
Wings.
Listen, here's the deal. I'm going Phillies all the way, and I'll tell you why. Bryce Harper, okay? I want Bryce Harper to win a championship more than I want anyone to win a championship in Philadelphia. The guy deserves it. He's in everything we wanted. He is the man here, period. And here are the other reasons. The Eagles have a nucleus that they've got all these young players, and granted, a couple of our linemen get a little old, but I think the Eagles can absolutely win in the years to come. Meech, to your point, the Phillies made it last year, and you were like, they had to do it while they had the chance. If they have another chance, okay, I want them to win. I'm going Phillies. And guess what? I've been thinking about this a lot. This Phillies team, like if you look at this lineup, you know how sometimes you're looking at lineups and you're like, oh, this guy's great, but then there's always guys you're like kind of like, oh, whatever. Like this line is amazing. These guys are so good. The young guys, Stott and Bohm. I love these guys so much. I love fucking Schwarber, Harper, JT, all these guys. I want them to win. It's time. We haven't won since 2008. The Eagles did recently win a Super Bowl, and believe me, I would love to see the Eagles win the Super Bowl too, but that's the point of this, Rock. You got to choose one, man. You got to let one go. So I'm going Phillies all the way. I know what you're going to say because you don't even care about the Phillies.
No, honestly, I'm going to say the Phillies. I swear to God, yeah. I swear to God.
Jess, that's where you know you chose the wrong side.
Yeah, I swear to God. I'm going to choose the Phillies.
Limited.
Because, first of all, the Phillies got these two guys who are signed long-term, right?
Hold on, wait. We got to hear this.
These guys are signed long-term. Like, what do we got? A 10-year contract and what is it, at 8 years now? 7 years now?
13 and 11.
Whatever.
They when they signed.
Is that Fink?
No, I'm not here.
Whatever. They got the two fucking pieces that are going to be there forever. So I feel like if you get a fucking championship right now, it's going to bring a lot of like experience and like that whole feeling into the locker room for like years and years to come. The Eagles already
so you're
won.
saying that winning the championship will set up the future.
Well, here's the thing.
The Eagles have already won one, right? And like you said, they have the nucleus. They have like the squad there. Like I feel like they can win. Like if they're not gonna win this year, they might win it the next year or the year after. Like, once you find that franchise quarterback, you are in contention to win any year coming up. But like baseball, I feel like it's a little bit harder to win, and I feel like the Phillies grinded it out so hard last year, and they have the pieces in place. Like even like as much as baseball as I watch, I don't really know that much, but I know that they have the pieces in place.
You're kidding me, right? You don't know that much about baseball?
Yeah, but I know that they got two guys, and if they win this year, I feel like it just brings something to the clubhouse that's like they can win for the next 10 years. So yeah, you would think Rodgers gonna pick the Eagles or maybe the Sixers, but Rodgers picking the Phillies.
Here's the fucked up thing about baseball is you can be the best goddamn team in the world, you make the playoffs, and it's a fucking 3-game series or a 5-game or a 7-game series.
On the road.
And you lose all the time, man.
Yeah.
Like baseball it's such a finite
so wouldn't you want the Phillies to win one?
Yeah, why'd you choose the
Eagles?
Eagles?
Why would you want the Phillies? Why wouldn't you want them to win one?
Wouldn't you want the Phillies then?
No, because it's such a small chance of winning. The Eagles
We're going in
actually
reverse
have
order.
a
Can we
He
go to
still
Fink?
doesn't.
is king.
He still
want
does
to
not
win?
understand the question.
Okay, Fink, go.
Football is king. I want the Eagles to win. I want
Fuck
to
yeah.
talk shit. I want to tell everyone how we're the best team ever.
Yo, we're gonna be stomping on teams for a decade.
Yo, dude,
So-
Fink's
okay,
right. Everyone's
that's
wrong.
awesome.
Shut
I
up.
want that. Let's keep on doing
right.
it.
Betty.
No,
Yeah.
the Phillies get
All right,
Let's go to Betty
I just
here.
want to
Let's
say,
go to Betty.
I'm gonna,
Eagles.
Fink is number 1 right now.
Yeah,
Everyone else
still
is
number
number
one.
0. How many lawyers at this fucking party right now? 2?
6.
The last time I watched an Eagles game with a lawyer, his name is Manny Brown. He's also a comic. It was the Super Bowl and we lost. Okay.
Don't bring us into this.
Listen, I'm
What do
bringing
you mean
the
you
lawyer.
watched the game with us today and we won?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Will you let me finish? Green Hornet glasses. What
Yo,
you got
for
over
real.
there? I'm trying to say the Eagles, at this point, the more we can get together with our lawyer friends,
Lawyer up.
black and white, okay? All the races combined, all the sexualities, including lesbian. Get together and watch the Eagles. The better it's gonna be for everybody. We gotta get to the Coop. We gotta
Hell
watch
yes.
these games together, but I'm saying as a Jew, we need more lawyers.
I'm saying as a
around.
Jew, too.
You're
Let's
also
get
a Jew? Dude, hold up. Jesse.
Shabbat shalom.
Did you
Yeah,
answer
Mike,
that
all
question?
3 Jews in the corner? What
Jesse's
the?
I'm
half Jew.
half. I'm half.
My wife's Jewish, so that makes me something.
Betty,
Yo,
that was an
I grew up
awesome-
in public school, so you know how many bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs I went to? Like 35.
Meech is half Jew.
Man.
Okay,
Shit,
wait,
dude,
Betty, that was inspiring and amazing, but I still don't know which team you would choose.
Right.
Just go with the Eagles.
So-
Thank you
win-
so much, Jesse.
It's almost
Jesse,
just
right?
which religion you would choose.
All right, if that wasn't clear enough, go Birds, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what I love to hear.
Easy, me and Fink.
What about from the Goodhart
Tom
bar?
Henneman.
All
Tom
right, so wait,
Henneman.
shockingly, myself and Rock are the only people that chose the Phillies. Thanks, Rock.
Go Phils,
Being
bro.
that
Go
this
Phils.
is a post-game show, correct?
Rocks.
For the Eagles.
That shouldn't
Phillies
impact
choosing.
your
I'm
decision.
gonna ride
Thank you, Ben.
with my bird gang.
Thank
Hold
you,
on.
sir.
Ben, thank you.
Ben, thanks, my man.
Yo, Ben.
We love you,
You're the
Ben.
best.
Toxic Draws It is where you want to hit up.
See his
If you
shirt?
need,
Baby Gronk.
listen. Yeah, if you need a mural drawn in your
Can you pano that shit
space
at all?
or your bedroom.
You're going to my house right now, right? Yeah. Cool.
Ben, can you draw a picture of me with like a six-pack above my bed?
All right. Ben,
thank you.
Keep going, bro. Thank you, man.
Jesse, just
Ben,
like,
grab some hoagies on the way out, bro.
Yeah. No, Ben is gluten-free. He can't eat the hoagies. It's a shame.
Shout out that projector.
All right, Ben.
I wish we could.
Thank you, bro.
Buddy. Have fun.
Peace and love.
See, I said have fun. That makes no sense. I don't know where he's going.
Tom
He's not going.
Henry, did you
Have lots of fun.
I gave it up.
We just fucking drew on a wall for fucking
City Pigeons.
12 hours.
This
Have
is the
fun.
City Pigeons' first post-game show. What are we talking about? The rain outside? We talking about the U.S. Open? What else we
Tom
got?
was making his decision, and I think he was just saying, well, this is an Eagles post-game show, so I'm going to pick the Eagles. Go ahead, Tom. Let's go.
Just because of that, just to be contrarian, I'm
Phillies.
going to pick the Phillies.
Oh, come on.
Well, you should be picking whoever you feel like
It's
you should
because
pick in
they
your
sell
heart.
Federal Donuts and chicken at the stadium, right?
In your heart.
It's because Wells Fargo.
Oh, wait, can I ask a question?
CBP, we're allowed to
Can I
be
ask a question? Do the Eagles allow Federal Donuts to...
See you guys.
I'm kidding. We take care of the Eagles, so I'm back to the Eagles. I forgot
Oh, yeah,
about
you
Friday.
take care of the
Friday.
quarterback
I'm back,
room.
baby. That's right. Bird Gang. I forgot they're getting
All right.
sandwiches from us on Friday. Every home game.
All right.
That
So
goes back to Dougie P. Shout
is it
out
just
to
Eagles? That's it?
Bird Gang.
No rationale?
You could ask them if they need hoagies and stuff on Thursday.
All right. Let's reluctantly go to Goodhart.
Now,
Goodhart?
I don't know if it was Meech. Somebody said something about Jalen. Jalen needs.
Hold on, can
Jalen
we
needs
pan the
this.
Meech pissing again with the
Jalen
door
needs-
open?
Randy, get there.
Please.
It's got to be done. And this is what we deal with. This is kind of professionalism you have in the City Pigeons podcast. He leaves the door open. Meech, can you put the seat down when you're done?
Meech, do not turn
if you
around.
listen, I just want
Meech,
y'all to
turn
know.
around. We need to see
All
it.
right, shh.
If you don't think this is a perfect, I just want you to know, this guy pissing with the door open is the reason I chose to be gay, okay? When I was 16, I was like, these scumbags out here not wiping their dicks, fucking pissing with the door open. I'm out.
Betty,
I said,
honestly,
that shit.
I'm out.
Betty, honestly, that makes a lot of sense to me. All right, Goodhart, let's go. Phillies or Eagles? Make some sense. Here we go.
Reluctantly, you said.
First,
it is reluctant.
first he has a question.
Go ahead, dude.
No, well, I just want to point out that someone's got to do the Goodhart firm advertisement, and like, I don't want to do it for myself, so at some point get to that. But no, seriously, it's Eagles, and
Are
I'll tell you
going to
why.
do that? It's unclear to me.
I'll tell you why it's the Eagles. Because
I named a whole fucking bar after you.
out of all the
What do you want from me? You're in the Goodhart bar.
Out of all the four sports that galvanize the city, that bring everyone together, from every like
Philadelphia kicks. Are you talking about the kicks?
from every race, religion,
The wings?
sexual orientation, economic status. It is the Eagles more
Pandering.
than any of the other teams, and that is why the Eagles championship would mean the most to Philly.
Yes.
And over the Phillies, like my thing, I love the Phillies and all, but like they're very white, and like
Wow.
I'm like.
I'm drinking that too.
I think the Eagles just bring the entire city together.
Oh, my God.
And I do love the Phillies,
Oh, my
but like
God.
I'm going Birds because from top to bottom, in between, when the Eagles win, the city wins,
Yes.
and like we need it right now.
Yeah, man. And also, race is always in the room. That's right. This guy.
Yo,
from
Mark
Goodhart.
does go to race issues.
Yeah, I'm
a lot.
I'm gonna just speak up for the non-whites in here. If the Phillies win a championship to the city, it feels good for black people. Not black people, people of color as well. So we bring it in. It doesn't matter if it's Phillies, Eagles, Sixers. They get on board. Like we get on
Bring it
board.
in.
When the Phillies were on that run back in, what was it, 2008 when they won, there was plenty of brothers out there.
Well, that makes me happy to know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as we're
Yeah,
winning,
make this
we're
a
on
race
fucking
issue.
board, bro.
You trying to make this question a
the
race
Phillies-
issue.
But the problem is
like,
baseball, it's all about the sport. So, like, baseball is not as represented in terms of...
I'm just saying we had like Bo
Let me-
Diaz on the team
okay.
for like 20
I wanna
years. when,
restate
like,
the question.
There were some better players. I'm just saying.
I want to restate the question. Hold on. If you have to choose,
Pete and
based-
Camellia, like, yo, man is mad white. Not the best player.
if you have to choose,
Let's not get canceled
based
tonight,
on
folks.
solely the racial implications, Which would you rather have win, the
Sixers.
Phillies or the Eagles? Come on, Mark.
Which riot in the streets would be bigger?
JBMP.
Which parade would be crazier?
I just
let's
said
get
I
off
think
of
the
this.
Eagles bring
Can
more
we get
people
off of this?
together
Can we
and
get
down
off of
the
this?
birds,
Okay.
That's all.
Can we get off of this before we get canceled?
What
Listen,
the hell's
we're gonna have.
going
I want everyone to know.
Can I talk about my take though?
Oh, jeez.
Because you told me not to take, so I'm
It's
gonna
the
take.
Mark Goodhart show, ladies and gentlemen.
This Goodhart Bar's unleashed. You know what? Do it, and let's just hope it's
I'm gonna
really
twist it.
good.
So I was thinking a lot about this week, and I think you guys have an opinion on this. Like,
Danielle's gonna crush you after this, dude. I hope you know.
no. There's 1 o'clock games, there's 4 o'clock games, there's 8 o'clock games on Sundays. There's the 8 o'clock game on Thursday, and there's the Monday night game, 8:15, 8:20, right? Like, what's your favorite game time? Like I was thinking a lot about
that a
this.
take?
It's 1 o'clock. It's easy. And they don't have any 1 o'clock
Well, it's
games.
not
this
easy
year.
because
Nope.
I don't agree with 1 o'clock.
I don't agree at all.
I don't agree at all.
It's freaking hot. It's too early. It always conflicts
It's
with
hot
shit.
for what?
Like, I actually like the primetime
What
games
part of
the
the
best.
season is it hot
So, like,
for you?
I went into
Like
this.
it's
I went into
hot?
this. I went into
What the
this
fuck
week-
is that?
Hold on. You said you had a take.
Yeah, my take is, what's your favorite game
That's
time?
not a take.
His take is a brand new topic.
Betty, Betty,
1 o'clock is hot?
Betty, can you explain to him what a take is?
Yeah.
And my take.
Hold on.
No, my take is
That's a question.
I like primetime games.
So,
TV
hold
My
on.
take is I like primetime
Whoa.
games.
Fink.
Holy shit.
Fink.
Fink's got something to say.
I like the 4:25 games because I want to watch Red Zone for 1 p.m. So, like, you get 8 games at 1 p.m. Like, why would you not want that on
Yo,
Red Zone? So
I
you
literally
you go
hate
from
Red Zone.
Zone. Well, that's you.
hate it.
I'm
Meech
talking about
hates
my
Red
opinion.
Zone.
Well,
Wait,
that's good. I'm
chaotic.
talking
Meech
about
hates
my
Red Zone.
opinion.
That's a take.
So
Yeah, dude, every
I like to
time-
watch Red Zone. Then it's the Eagles at 4:25, which is perfect because
Yo, I love it.
why
Fink.
not? 4:25,
Hey,
8
Fink.
I just wanna
o'clock,
say
you can
that-
settle down. Good night. And that's
She
what we're
closed the
going
door.
with.
Yo, I agree with
okay.
Fink, but I need to read you my friend Manny Brown, who's also a lawyer, who
Okay.
also happens to be a
Okay.
comic. He said, all racists follow football, okay? He was saying the Eagles bring, this is funny though, because now that Rock's out of the room. He says, Eagles bring everyone together. Baseball brings dorky white dudes together. Black people will get on board, but we were not on board before. And then he calls out Rock. He says, who's the black guy? Clarence Thomas. I'm just saying. He calls him out.
I don't know what he means, but I like it. Listen, Rock is. I
Because
just want everyone to understand.
He's got a conservative view. What do you mean you don't
Okay,
know what
listen.
it means? Oh, here he comes.
At least he put it away.
All I
before
was
it
saying
came
was
out.
like,
Here
I like
comes
primetime
Rock.
games. It got me thinking today. We had the 4:25
Listen,
on opening day.
I just want-
know people
What
in LA
the
like the 1 o'clock. They like to watch
So
at
the
10
Eagles
a.m.
played tonight.
I
So
want
I just wanted
everyone
to talk.
know
All I
something.
wanted to do was talk about what time you like the game to be.
I will.
It's very
You know
innocent.
people in LA, so that factors in your decision. Who gives a fuck about people in LA?
People on
Honest
the
to
West
God,
Coast like the
except
10
Jimmy
a.m.
Garecki. Shout
I
out.
like
Shout out
prime
Jimmy
time.
Garecki.
You like 4:25.
Okay,
I just thought
listen.
it might be interesting.
I just
All
want
right, it's
the
not
record
interesting.
to
Let's move on to
reflect.
the next.
I want the record to reflect. Roger Matthews, my main man, since fucking 19. Are you gonna shake my hand now? Or did you wash your hands?
That was weird. You
No, he didn't wash his hands.
Up
All
his
right.
face.
He didn't even
I didn't wash my
flush.
hands.
The door's been
Okay.
open for 9 years.
This guy was an original member of the City Pigeons.
Oh, shit.
Okay? And it was not about any of this, the dynamics. And now all you guys have come in and skewed this thing and fucked it
They
all
made
up.
it all fucked up.
Okay, but know this. We were almost balanced to start. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Come on.
It's like
Give me a
a,
motherfucking kiss on the head.
Cut it.
Oh, that's some
Okay.
Brady Belichick
Anyway.
voodoo.
Okay.
it was like a
You want
golden
my take?
Oreo.
The best games are the night games. There's no other
Okay.
answer. The night games.
Okay,
Bottom
let me
line.
say this
You
to you.
got all day to get
It's all
through.
good.
Hold
Shut
up,
the
hold up.
fuck up.
I am
I
on
get the
board with
point.
him because my decision-making process in life generally, which is problematic at times, is I want the moment that I'm in to be as magnified and consequential as possible, and I will put off the impact of that. Right. So all you frauds that are like, give me the 1 o'clock game so that I can watch the 4 o'clock game in bed and then go to sleep. Get the F
Who is
out of
watching
that
the
shit.
1
People are
o'clock
like,
games?
listen,
A newsman from
give me-
1925?
No, give me my team on national television. Give me in the stadium
Right
with
on.
the lights and the fireworks and me
Yep.
all night just going after it and getting it. And you know what? I'll deal with tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're considering tomorrow based on how you're experiencing the game, that's weak, okay? For me,
I
let's go.
100%
The
agree.
biggest stage possible.
100%
every
agree.
week. And
100% agree.
A lot of frauds out there, and I'm going to call somebody out in particular. I think it's
Do the impression
Jamie
of the
Lynch.
frauds. Do
Where's
the
Jamie
impression.
Lynch? He's not far from here, probably. That guy has been yelling about how there's not a lot of 1 o'clock games. For me, I'll be down there.
What's
I'll
his
be
problem
out.
with
I'll be
1
doing
o'clock
it. Let's go.
What's his problem
Jesse,
with
will
not
you do
having
the
one?
impression? Jesse, will you
bring
do
it
the
back to
impression?
Dion.
Will you-
Prime
hold on. Will you do the
Exactly.
impression again before I do have to leave? Will you do the impression again of the frauds? Please. It
Where you
sounded
going?
like
Betty,
let's
where you
hear it.
going?
I hope this 1 o'clock game ends in time
No,
for me to get
it wasn't.
some
It
food
wasn't.
after.
It
I would
wa-
love to. Actually, my family, we were going to have some dinner after this game concludes, and
What?
it will be great to have a nice night after that.
Fink,
So,
can you roll
1 o'clock
back his
games are the
initial
best.
impression? You were like, "Hey, see, kid, I'm watching the 1 o'clock game. That's
Betty,
my
I was
thing
in
here."
the moment. It was
That was
raw.
you.
It was raw. Okay,
What else we
guys,
talking
listen.
about? What else we talking about tonight?
As always, we've gone on longer than we maybe we should have, but it doesn't matter. We've had a good time. Guys, we christened the Coop today. Can we clap it up for that? We had little kids in
It's a
here
great
playing
spot.
Mortal Kombat. We had tacos, hoagies, wings.
Not just on the video game machine, they were
Can I
playing
say,
Mortal Kombat.
and by the way, on that same note, I learned something today. Football watching dudes, which was the majority of the crowd, Betty, for being honest, they don't like seltzers and these statesides. They're going right for the beers and the hard alcohol.
I'm drinking statesides and
Yeah.
once 2 Robbers are here, I'll be drinking the shit out
Drinking
of that. By the way.
Kenwood.
Pretty sure they don't
beer
like
is
children
delicious.
either because she punched my kid in the face.
Thank you,
He
Fink.
deserved it. I don't know.
No, seriously, shout out to all the people that supported this, made it happen. We're going to do lots of other events here.
And fuck
moving forward.
FanDuel for making me lose all my bets this weekend, you fucking pricks.
Except for Jalen Carter, baby.
There you have it. And by the way, if you're still listening, you're an absolute hero. We
No, you're a
appreciate you.
maniac.
And
go
Shout out
to
Squirrel.
therapy.
And by the way,
Get some
shout out to
help.
the people in the
Why are
audience
you
here.
so
Honestly,
watching
this.
this?
We got like 40
Therapy.
people back here.
Yo.
All 40 people say what's up.
You
Yeah.
guys rule. You guys rule. And listen,
Booey.
crazy to think about this with football and the way football works. In less than 4 days, 5 days, the Eagles are going to be playing again against the Vikings at home. Which,
Can we do a quick predictions for the game?
sure,
No,
we
we
don't do
Get it on
well with
record.
these.
Quick, how
For
quick?
next
Yeah,
week?
get it on. Yes. What do you mean for next
Let's
week?
go
No,
around
for
real
6
quick.
years
The
from
fire
Eagles
round,
will
Meech
win.
prediction. Meech prediction.
Yeah, fire, lightning round, lightning
The
round.
fire round is brought to you by
Fucking-
the Good Heart Firm because nobody else on the podcast promotes me, so I'll promote myself.
I'm saving
We
my
will
predictions
represent
till
you if
next
you're
week
injured. We'll
during
represent
the
you if you're a
pod.
company. We'll represent you if you have hard times. And let's be honest, I take all that seriously, and I have 17 years of experience, and I will really help
Good
you out.
Heart's the best. If you have an issue, I was telling Fink had an issue earlier. I said, dude, fucking tell Good Heart, man.
Yeah, dude, good heart rules. Now let's
can't
do the
help him
lightning
with that.
round.
I work as hard as I have fun, so let's go. Meech prediction Thursday.
No, Thursday I'll give my prediction for
Yeah,
Thursday.
What?
I agree.
I
We're
want
not
right
doing it
now.
tonight.
Betty,
Win or
listen,
loss.
No,
Betty,
I'm not doing it
listen.
tonight.
It's too soon.
Oh,
we
you
don't
doing
know
the
about
game?
Betty.
Can I give my prediction for Thursday?
We don't know about injuries
cool.
and all that. But look, what's
mean-
most important for everyone to know is we have a tailgate going on.
That was my
if
prediction.
you are
Oh.
going to the game, you need to be at the City Pigeons tailgate.
I'm going to the game.
All right? 2 Robbers, Kenwood,
I'll be there.
Finks, all of us having fun. Come say hi. Get yourself a City Pigeons shirt, Shorby shirt. Go Phils, go Birds.
Shit
Thank
your
you guys
pants.
for being a part of the christening of the Coop and all things that we do. And
out
good
for
night,
more in the
everyone.
future.
Go Birds, 1-0. We'll take it.
Peace.
Go Birds! E-A-G!